I need to turn my we have started. Ooh. How are we doing? Need to bring this up a little bit. There we go. I'll get my new tripod today. I'll put Amazon on. It'll arrive today. Okay. Good morning. Raring to go this morning-ish. My mind is, but my body's a bit tired. Full body today. Stimulate, not annihilate. The other thing that we'd get in the back with pull-ups. If you've not got a pull-up bar, you can do push-ups. So you can do single arm rows either side. Oh wait, no, we've only got one timing for that. So we do get reverse flies in, but you could do bent over rows and stuff. If you've got the weights. So make sure you've got your water. MetaFit timings. I need my iPad. I knew I'd forgotten something. That's what I was thinking there. Feels like I'm missing something. A hit zone, which means that there is a matrix format. I'm on Netflix. What am I doing? Matrix format. So the trick is here, we'll do more full body, stimulate the muscle groups more. Close to failure leads to bigger gains in muscle and strength. So we've got dead bugs, working on the skill of the deepest core muscle, the TVA. It's a bit of a skill connecting to that, and it requires expelling all the air out of the lungs. So if you are struggling, if you're postnatal, be working on TVA connection. Good morning, Queen Crush. We started streaming at exactly 6 o'clock. Good morning. Good morning. Ari's about. She's in the bed watching Kindergarten Cop. What a great film that is. So we've got dead bugs. As many as you can. I'd rather you do them slow. Good morning, guys. Just about to get started with core workout. Do you work on off? Good morning. It's busy. What's up, guys? So I'm in Scotland. It's 6 o'clock this morning. We're doing a full body workout for strength. You just need a couple of dumbbells, a resistance band. But if you don't have the equipment that I'm doing, like pull-ups, like a pull-up bar for pull-ups, you can do push-ups, you can do shoulder press, you can do core work. Just use my timings. Good morning. I am answering any questions on health and fitness, fat loss and toning as I go. Right, so we have dead bugs, we've got push-ups. Make sure you do a little bit of a warm-up before we get started, but you can go a little bit lighter for the push-ups, like on your knees, and then once you warm up round 2, you could go like heavier and do full body push-ups. Then we've got shoulder press. We're adding, so the matrix format in round 1, we do 1 exercise, then we do 1 and 2, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4. Now that's round 1. And then the last exercise with round 1 is reverse cable flies. So full body stimulating the muscles to grow. Good morning, guys. I'm answering any questions on health and fitness, fat loss and toning. I'm a health and fitness coach, postnatal to 2 young babies. How do you gain muscle? Great questions. How do you gain muscle? Morning, Lil Levy. So your 3 things to build muscle. If you want more in-depth explanation, you've got members only. Where I go, member only videos where I go in depth about body recomposition, building muscle, losing fat. Did a 50-minute video yesterday. But short answer is you need to progressively overload the muscle. So make sure it's getting harder. Not every time, life gets in the way, but you are moving forward, getting stronger. You need protein to build that muscle, you need recovery. Remember, stimulate more. Because if these people are doing 1 or 2, say if they're wanting massive pecs, if you're just training and stimulating the muscles to grow once a week, very slow progress. Train 2 to 3 times a week if you're trying to build a certain muscle group. I hope that helped. And the abs, on a side note, are just the exact same. Still a muscle that needs progressively overload, but it's more about the connection. The abs connections are lost over time. We end up with a weak core and it's hard to connect to. Good morning, guys. I'd love a like and subscribe. Thank you so much already. My name's Leanne. So that's round 1. Round 2, we've got pull-ups with bench press. So that bench will need to come down flat. Then we've got single leg V-ups connecting to the TVA, the deepest core muscle, because I'm still doing my rehab work. Depends what you can lift. 8 to 12 rep range, right? It's nice and safe. It's challenging, and you should, with good form, good technique, you should just be managing to stay in that 8 to 12. Then, say if you get 8 reps of shoulder press, whatever weight, write that down. And the following week, try and either maintain, like get the same as, or go 1 rep more, and then you're progressively overloading, getting the strong muscle. What is it? Can I wind down?
Yeah,
I'm about to exercise.
I can't really hear.
Well, turn it up then, baby. It's been a while since I've seen such a quiet atmosphere in the early morning. I know, and I need to buy some studio lights. Katie, my robot Hoover, brought my studio lights, and there's no point in ordering them now because we're at Tenerife next week. So I need to get that sorted ASAP. But yeah, I'm chilled. Love the content. Thank you. I'm here spreading. I do 8 to 12 reps. Yeah. Any lower than that, you increase the risk of injury. And I'm not saying don't, but you know. Hi, can you tell us some recovery routines you have and how to keep busy when you're not actively working out? Get your steps in. Hi, Freshly. Good morning. Thanks for coming back. I'm just about to get started, but we'll go into some busy recovery routines. Anything yoga and Pilates is fantastic to get the tension out of the muscle if you've been exercising quite a lot, or if you've not and you feel like you want to settle the mind and you can't sleep and you just want a bit of a reset, stretch all the muscles out, the tendons and ligaments through yoga, Pilates, your favourite stretches. I've got loads of routines on my channel, so check them out. Just about to get started. I don't have any hot tubs, unfortunately. I love a jacuzzi, can I just say. So if you're not actively working out, you can think about stimulate, not annihilate. Keep your protein high. Where's my mod? Anyway, right. So round 2, 3 pairs of exercises done 3 times. We've got push-ups, bench press as heavy as we can. Single leg V-ups connecting to the TVA, the deepest core muscle, and then side plank dips. For tone on the more superficial muscles, the sides of the core, and you're also working a very deep muscle in the back called the QL, which causes a lot of back pain for if it's tight or weak, and it stabilizes the pelvis. Think of carrying a very heavy shopping bag and you're not bent over walking around like that, or you go around in circles. This keeps you upright, this muscle, if it's strong and weak. So anybody, on a side note, anybody who has a unilateral tilt to the pelvis from carrying babies, like pregnancy, backpacks, side plank dips are great for that. So that's round 3. Sorry, round 2. Round 3, we've got dead bugs, but I wanted to tune into the TVA muscle, the deepest core muscle for rehab. If you've had babies, this is great for you. With knee pulses. And then so these last exercises on round 3, finishes round, a minute on each, back to back. So we've got dead bugs and knee pulses, knees up crunch for the more superficial abs to stimulate the growth in them. Tricep dips, absolutely hate them, can I just say, but that's because I find them hard, so I need to work on them. And lateral raises, let's get going. Round 1 coming up. Good morning. A cold plunge, no thanks. No problem, Freshly. Keep them coming, guys. Great questions. So as I'm breaking in between rest periods, I'll be answering any health and fitness questions. My name's Leanne, by the way. I'm a health and fitness coach, personal trainer, work online. Yeah. Favorite recovery supplement? There isn't anything really protein. There's nothing. Studies show there's nothing that really. Warmth, heat therapy is good. Getting the blood flow. Think about the circulation. You're trying to get your nutrition from your blood into the damaged tissue. Just think of it like that. Don't recommend cold water therapy at all. Not unless you're struggling with anxiety, I guess. Right. Dead bugs. Don't forget to start for strength on your Fitbit. TVA. So if you hear me hissing, I'm trying to connect to the TVA. And I find it very difficult after having 2 babies. So I do have some strong muscles in my core, but the TVA, the deepest, the corset muscle, isn't. I'm going to do that again, and then we're going into shoulder press. So dead bug again, and then shoulder press. Good morning, guys. I'd love a like and subscribe. If you want in-depth advice about body recomposition, building muscle, losing fat, and how to stick to it, got members only videos starting from $2.99 a month. Cancel at any time. It's a growing channel. I'm always uploading lots of content. I've been talking a lot about the core. lately. Right, shoulder press. So these are just 8 kilograms till I warm up. Back flat against the rest, all the way up, all the way down. To your full range of movement. Core's engaged, I'll say that already. Shoulders down away from ears. Body's still waking up. Then 2 again. Oops, matrix format. So then we're adding on push-ups. I'm working on push-up strength. No supplement, it's drugs, be natural. Supplements aren't drugs, guys. Oh, oopsie. So if you have any hip clicks when doing these, it's a breakdown in the core, the deepest muscle, because it's attached to your hips. Quality over quantity, don't like how I'm speeding through them. Shoulder press. I want to go heavy with the shoulder press next time round. Deep breaths. I'll have to open that door in a minute. Sorry about the lighting, by the way. I do have studio lights ordered. Push-ups. Chest to floor if you can. Did do these yesterday. Then 3 again. Then we're adding on. Let me open this and boil. Then we're adding on reverse flies for rehab and posture. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on health and fitness, fat loss, toning. I'm a personal trainer, Pilates and yoga teacher. Specialise in rehab, back pain. Let's go heavier. These are 14. Woofed. Struggled getting that right arm up there. 2. Push-ups. Just gonna go onto the knees. What was that adding on? Oh, reverse flies. Chest to floor. Quality over quantity. Elbows behind you, slightly out to the side. Reverse flies. This is excellent for posture. We're going to pulse. Shoulder blades towards spine. Breathe. Chest proud, neck back. Let it burn. Keep them elbows up. Oh. Rest. Grab a drink. Now I'm going to reverse it all. Make that comment in a moment. You're amazing. I love to work out. You feel sleepy all day. If you're working out in the morning and you feel a bit tired after, you've either not given it long enough to work with your circadian rhythm, your sleep-wake cycle, because it does help and give you back energy in the end, or you're doing too much. It's meant to give something to your life. So maybe have an additional rest day. Or it could just be heavy shoulder press. That where you are in a menstrual cycle. Yeah, I'm dropping the weight there. Hoofed. Last dead bugs. Back flat. Oh, I did not get rid of my hip clip there. What's the problem? I guess everyone has their own workout schedule. Maybe I just haven't adapted. Possibly. Depends how you've been doing it for. If you're working out with me 6 times a week, it is too much. So make sure you're feeling yourself. Shorten your workouts even. Short and sharp. push-ups. This is strengthening carpal tunnel, making it better as well if you've been pregnant. Shoulder press just with the 8. I'm not crazy. I love a like and subscribe, guys. If you want health and fitness advice, motivation, science-based. A lot of charlatans on the internet. Reverse flies and push-ups next. Good morning. Reverse flies. This is excellent for posture. Chest proud, pulse. Think about the shoulder blades heading towards the spine, getting them rhomboids activated. You feel in the back of the shoulders as well. That's normal. Last push-ups. Let's do it. Even if you just manage 2, shake off and back into it. See if you can get one more. Oh, it's a core exercise as well. Water break. Final exercise to finish round 1. Reverse flies. Oh, my shoulders are dead. So we worked legs yesterday. Go and check that out if you fancy a cardio leggy workout. Oh. Zone 1 done. So the next zone's in pairs of exercises. We have pull-ups and bench press. I'm going to go with a 14 to the bench now my chest is warmed up. Pull-ups, no expectations. Or let's go overhand grip so we're hitting the shoulders more. Oh, shake off. If you can't do pull-ups, do push-ups or any other exercise. Shoulder press, bench press. Takes me half an hour to get down on the bench. Midline of the chest. Okay. So next, we have single leg V-ups. Got 17.5s here. Just moving things around. Single leg V-ups for the TVA. That's why we're not doing both. Sorry, left side only. Keeping that connection, the deepest core muscle. Over to the other side. Tuck that tailbone under. Side plank dips next. Still recovering from round 1. Good morning, Alan. Side planks. I like to go onto the knees because you get a bigger range of movement and better connection. Elbow directly under the shoulder, all the way up, all the way down. Engage the front of the core as well. Great for posture, this one. And tight hips. Any issues with your hips, and if you're not sure especially, definitely include this. We'll do all of them again, but longer work rest timings. Good morning. Fancy any questions on health, fitness, fat loss and toning? Pull-ups. Longer. I'll be happy with 2. Stimulate. Oh, there's nowhere to hide. They are just so hard. One sec, baby. Bench press heavy. Got 17.5 kilograms here. Help bring your push-up strength on. Clothes engaged, back flat. Can't get many of them now. Single leg V-ups. Connect to the TVA. Chest proud. Start with the right leg. You're right. Oh, are you okay? You're a bit better. Over to the side. Morning, guys. I'm a health and fitness trainer here, answering any questions as I train to spread motivation and education and all things health and fitness. Shaky, shaky. Harder than look then. Side plank. Thanks, Scott. Moderators on, guys. Any wee fannies will get bored. Side plank dips. Score as many as you can. All the way up so you get your curve in the side of the core. Pause for a squeeze. Over to the other side. Trying to connect to the front of the core as well. Which is proving to be difficult. One more of those 3 exercises. Thanks, Queen Crush. I was enjoying it. I would love your thoughts on the latest member-only video, Queen Crush. I got carried away. It's 50 minutes long, but we're discussing loads. Shake off. Let's get another 2. Another 1. Heavy bench. I'm not going to go that heavy. 17.5 heavy. Got the 14s now. Got 2 clients this morning. One's got a shoulder injury. So we work on an active one. Normally I go and train legs, but not recently. TVA deep core exercise next. Good morning, guys. My name is Leanne. I'm a health and fitness professional trainer, Pilates and yoga teacher as well. Left leg only. So ask away any questions. I specialise in rehab, diet psychology, mindset. We all know what to do to lose fat, right? Trick is sticking to it. Come down with control. You've painted your Furby's nails. Straight as you can with your leg. Add more weight to that lower core. Harder than the lot of them exercises. Abby, you took my AI. Okay. Side plank dips, last ones. You can add weight to the side Just watch that you've got no tight hips and then making it worse with that. Can happen. Touching the part of my stomach where is the weakness to make sure, no, there's connection. It's very difficult.
Yes. No problem.
Good.
Stop me.
Right, out please. I'm gonna rest and go on to round 3, finishing. Finishing zone. We have dead bug. Good, we can really get into that TVA now. Knees up crunch with or without weights. Tricep dips and lateral raises. Dead bug. Let's use that method. Slowly does it. That's better. Should we get any hip clicks? Oh. Oh. Might not look like much, but that was deep quality work, that. I was holding my weakest part of my core, making sure there's connection. Knees up, crunch next. This is more superficial 6-pack abs work. That was really hard. I had to really concentrate there. Let's get a good burn with the rectus abdominis, the 6-pack muscle. Try and get the hips off the floor a wee bit to engage the lower core. Let's get a burn. Back stays flat. Supporting your neck with your hands, you're not pulling on anything. Oh, last 30 seconds, come on. Oh. Oh. Wow. My abs are ruined. Quality movements. Tricep dips. Hate this one. Thanks, brother. Morning, guys. Answer any questions on exercise and nutrition? As many as you can. If you want to make these as easy as possible, more bend in the knees and don't come all the way down. Or you can make it harder and add more weight and straighten the legs. Feel the stretch in the anterior where the chest is. Elbows stay behind you, facing. As many as you can. Distribute your weight evenly over the left and the right side. Sorry, Scott, I'll read your message in a minute. Shake off when it gets too difficult and back into it. Shoulders down away from me is chest proud. Finishing it. Hate these. Like and subscribe, guys, if you want any motivation and education on health and fitness. Posterior delts are feeling this as well. Right. Oh, shoulders are deed. Thanks, Freshly. Thanks for commenting on my other content, guys. Really appreciate it. I've got a moderator on. Right, lateral raises with the floors. If you need to drop to a lighter weight, feel free. Think stimulate muscle. My name's Leanne. Good morning. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain. I'm a health and fitness coach. If you want an in-depth on how to get a diet and stick to it for fat loss and building muscle and strength, give this account a follow. Oh, I'm thinking about the shoulder blades at the back, moving towards the spine. You okay, baby? I'm postnatal to 2 young girls as well. If there's any mothers out there wanting support on rehab after babies, I'm here for that too. 9, come on, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Got the heart rate all down.
Mummy, do you know where the blue ball is? I've got one ball.
Well done, guys, if you did that with me. Didn't you have it on your Furby? Oh no, you wore it last night. I don't know, baby, sorry. I'd rather not show YouTube my message wrong. Makeup drawing. Lift your feet and stand on your heels. No. Good morning, guys. Thanks, Freshly. My arms are dead. I can't even scroll through the comments. Good morning. I'm answering any questions on health, fitness, fat loss and toning. So we've just stimulated all the muscles there. Think about stimulate, not annihilate. I don't drink alcohol, definitely not. Morning, Austin. Do you ever skip leg days, Leanne? No. One of my favourite days is leg days. I've actually got to actively stop training them so much. I do love leg days. My hamstrings from yesterday's legs, don't know if you were on, are dying. Not as bad as I have been though, because I was very quad dominant and I neglected hamstrings, because you know the ache the next day, bloody sore, innit? So I avoided that in my 20s. I had baby hamstrings, but 10 years worth of training on my quads. Don't do that. If I have a hunchback, good question. What do you recommend to fix posture, strengthening the back? I have got a strong back, but because of breastfeeding and carrying children, my shoulders start to round. And all the tablet use and the phone use, computer use, that is where my posture is going, right? My back is strong, I can do pull-ups. Flexibility isn't as good, but how do I reduce the risk of getting a hunchback? Because this is where we're all going with our extended phone use, driving, desk jobs, right? Just because you're strong and you can do pull-ups doesn't mean that you're gonna stop altogether the risk of gaining bad posture. So what it's talking about is that, so the sway back, which is kyphosis like that, extended phone use, driving, shoulders are rounding, and sway back is when you've got an anterior tilt from pregnancy. So you like that. Men get it as well. What is it, Harry?
Can you put this in Fab's head?
After my live, I've told you. So how do we mitigate that? You need to start looking at how you're driving, how you're sitting. When you're entering a roundabout and you're concentrating, neck back, chest proud. So normal, correct posture looks like the way it's distributed evenly over the feet. So if you've been pregnant, I want you to watch for this, walking out side of the feet. So make sure you're not doing exercise in barefoot and jumping barefoot. It's one thing. Check in with your posture. When you're making cups of tea and you're cooking, you're pushing your pelvis forward. This all adds up to hunchback, by the way. Are you pushing your pelvis forward and leaning, like putting all that pressure on your lower back, switches off your glutes as well. Correct yourself. So your hips should stay over your knees, weight distributed evenly. Your ribs should be over your hips, shoulders all distributed evenly, okay? Shoulders down away from ears, chest proud, because that tends to sink in, affects our breathing, causes stress. It can be a personality thing as well. If you're struggling with anxiety, you can sunk your chest in. So there's loads to think about there. But you need a combination of strength to fix posture, stretching, and lifestyle intervention, as in checking in. And it is hard work. Say if you're really stressed or ill or sleep deprived and you're like, oh, I need to check my posture, and then you look at it and it's like that, and you're like, oh, I can't actually be bothered correcting it. It's hard at first, but the more you do it, it will get easier and you'll check in more and more frequently. Trick is to start. And the final thing I'll say about it is you'll always be working on your posture. Always. It's not something that'll ever get fixed, especially like above 30. Mine started to go after kids, so that's why I said that. And I was looking for how long will it take to fix posture? You're always working, you've always got to be mindful of it. Hope that answered your question. Early morning workout, can't fault you. Thank you very much. Choo choo choo. We've just done full body, getting deep into the core muscles, the TVA for rehab after babies and diastasis recti. Remember, men can get diastasis recti as well. That's when you've got a lot of belly fat, or in pregnant women's case, the muscles, like the six-pack muscle splits, and the linea alba tendon muscle gets stretched, and this makes a massive weakness for pelvic floor, back pain, posture, whole library of conditions. So what you need to do is strengthen the TVA, the deepest core muscle. So that's what we were working on today. I do have still diastasis recti here. So when I'm tensing my core, it's all engaged, but here is still a little bit squishy. That's a technical term.
Smell this, Mummy.
Perfume. Oh, 1 second, Scott's asking me something. I've enabled automatic. I can't read those comments, Scott. You're going to have to tell me what you're saying. I can only read I'm not going to come off my live, am I? Come on in. Tell us if you watch your carbs and to what extent. Good question. No. I'm someone who enjoys carbs. Carbs are life. Saying that, I don't just eat whatever I want. There should be some restriction. It's when you over-restrict is the problem. You overdo things. If your carbs, and I have known people who have got diabetes and I've looked at the carbs and they're on 500 grams a day or more and 300 grams of sugar a day. Our body, an adult human liver, can deal with 25 grams roughly of free sugars a day. So if you're getting 300, so start tracking your food. If you're eating on a regular basis 300 grams of sugar, like you're having lots of chocolate, you're overeating on chocolate and all that, alcohol as well needs to be considered, then it's fair to say you've got insulin resistance if you've been doing that on a regular basis. How do we reverse insulin resistance? Build as much muscle as possible. It's where your carbs go and is stored and then is used. And insulin sensitivity is increased for 48 hours after strength training. Isn't that amazing? So if you've got diabetes or on the verge or think you are, your carbs are too high, sugars are too high, best thing you can do is strength train. But do I watch my carbs? I do time restricted eating. I won't eat after my last meal of the day. Yesterday, me and Scott went to an Indian, so we finished that meal at about 4 and I never ate again. And I'll fast. I am hungry, so I'll go and eat after here. And I'll have toast, because carbs are energy as well. Toast with walnuts in it, love it. And then I'll put cream cheese on top, seeds, pomegranate, love pomegranate, by the way. Avocado, and I'll have a side of strawberries or fruit. And then for my lunch, yeah, you never asked about that. But I like to go lower carb. I think everybody should be going lower carb. But if it's someone's birthday, have the cake. You know, it's everything's in moderation. I know you've probably heard that before, but it's true. People like to cut things out, and you don't need to cut it out. And as soon as you cut it out, you want it even more. Don't think of a white polar bear. It's the way our brains are wired. We think of the white polar bear. It is 20 to 7 in the morning here in Scotland. What stands for lunges? Foot width, thanks. Great, Nikki. Make sure you're wide enough for lunges. You've got stability. So it's hip width for lunges. And a lot of people lean too far forward, which if you're trying to build the quads, that's good, and you can add more weight if you've got that mind muscle connection. But don't forget about the back leg. Hip flexors are going to be tight on most people, so sit back 50%. Lean into that stretch when you do that, and the weight should always be in the front heel. Okay, even when you're leaning on the front. Hope that helps. Love lunges and heavy lunges, walking lunges for building the glutes. Good morning, girls, folks. I agree with what you said. I unconsciously walked with a hunched posture, so especially if you've had children. But I didn't know it. But other people point it out to me. Yeah, I mean, these you can do a lot of change in a month. Pilates is great, and just checking in with when you're like deep doing something like really busy and like putting the kids like cooking food or doing housework. Just keep shoulders back, chest proud. Good morning, guys.
Mommy, I remember this for you.
Oh, that's beautiful, Ari. Thank you very much. Just done me a picture. I'm answering your questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I see taco. How many days of the week should we intermittent fast? Not a big fan of intermittent fast. I said time restricted eating, if that's what you're asking about. Time restricted eating is a lot more chilled. It's not as rigid as fasting. It's not as long. Although it was a bit of a fast that I've done last night. Don't restrict yourself too much. Should be a bit of restriction. I like to use fasting. Say if I've ate a massive meal or I know I've just overate, which overeating is a normal thing to happen, especially like everybody overeats at some point, right? We deal with it with comfort, stress. When you're doing it, like, why does this happen? Don't give yourself shit for it, learn from it. But what happens with intermittent fasting, because you've usually gone too long without eating, when you start eating again, resume normal eating, you tend to eat too much. This is what the studies are showing. So it can be detrimental to fat loss. I do believe time restricted eating, is a good thing, and a bit of fasting now and then. If maybe it's a good thing to start if you've got a holiday coming up, you want to restrict calories and drop body fat really fast, like short term, like a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. I won't say no more than a month because you can't stick to it.
And then look.
Oh, all organised for school. Do you want to get dressed, baby?
And then look.
Come on.
Change pencils.
Oh, they're nice.
I mean,
you have to look after them if they're going to school. That's not got a lid on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just catching up on comments. I'm answering any questions on health and fitness. So yeah, people absolutely boom intermittent fasting, don't they? But most people it doesn't suit. Just time restrict eat. Don't put a label on it. Good morning, guys. I am wired. Cream cheese. Someone told me I couldn't eat cream cheese because it makes me fat. Is that true? So I get sometimes I used to get low fat. If I'm trying to save calories, what have I got here? I have actually got reduced fat cream cheese there, but I don't have to get that's just to save calories. If you are trying to lose fat, body fat, it's not the same as dietary fat. That's really important to know because a lot of people like keto lovers, they're reducing fat, they think they're burning fat because of that. There's dietary fat and fat stored, totally different. But anyway, that was a side note. Fat is the most calorie dense of the macronutrients. So carbs and protein hold 4 calories per gram, fat holds 9, and alcohol holds 7. Fiber has a little bit, which is carbs, which is what you need. But anyway, so people tell you to cut out fat if you're trying to lose fat because it's less calories because you're trying to create a calorie deficit. But you also need fat for hormone health, for the cells to communicate effectively, for like your gastrointestinal tract to work smoothly, satiety hormones and stuff. So you can reduce fat to save some calories, but you should be matching your body weight in grams with fat, roughly. Can you call? Good morning, guys. Harry Queen Crush said she liked to draw in. Right, guys, I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. I will be going live tomorrow morning. Tomorrow evening. Demi will be about. Harry's at a nana's just before we go on holiday. You're staying, aren't you? So tomorrow I'll be doing some deep core work with some shoulders to stimulate. I think about as well, if you're trying to build muscle, stimulate more often, okay? And do more full body. And you don't need to go to failure on every set. She's just drawing, Lola. Love a like and subscribe. My name's Leanne. I'm a health and fitness professional here sharing lots of content, health and fitness advice. If you're wanting to lose fat, build muscle, and learn the science behind it, because we all know what to do, right? Move more, eat less. But there's a trick to that, because if everyone did that, then I wouldn't have a job, would I? So it's about working with yourself and not against, and I help you do that. So there's member only videos on my channels, loads of other content that's free as well. I'm giving lots of content, so ask away, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Camera holder was from Temu. I've been calling it Temu, but I think it's Temu. And Shein, if you put in AI camera tracker, it should come up. About £10, not dear at all. Sorry about all the caps I'm disabled, no problem. Looks like you're shouting at me. Temu, brilliant it is. Best bit of equipment, and it just gets charged every now and then. Your battery life's on it. I've had it a few months, but best bit of equipment. Because I'm like doing pull-ups and it follows me around. The only thing is it's not perfect. It does sometimes capture the kids. Well, thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful